With Simi.
Thanks very much, Natasha. So, Kelley, what are you going to do to follow that up?
I don't know.
We had
How
Dave.
am I supposed to get their attention now? Mom topics.
Let's talk about being a mom, okay? Because that'll get people's attention too. Kelley Scarsbrook is the founder of something called the Enterprising Moms Network. What does that mean? What is that?
It's about moms who, are in business for themselves. I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I help other moms find a financially viable way to be at home with their children. Obviously, having a home-based business, being in business for yourself, that's huge. That's phenomenal because now you are in control. And you're the one of control of your schedule.
And that's so important, right? And at the same time, we were talking about sort of coping with kids.
Yes.
I mean, there's a business aspect to it, but the big thing is the coping with the kids. And we were talking earlier about fussy eaters, and we have an email here that we have to read. This is from Sleepless in Coquitlam. Thank you very much for emailing us. Dear Simi, my child's almost 7 months old and is breastfed. He does not ever sleep. Is this normal? He does not sleep through the night, tosses and turns when he's in bed with mom or dad or in his crib. Please help. Oh boy, sleep issues, huh?
Sleep issues, that's not good. That's not good at all. I think first of all, I would say, get yourself into a pediatrician, talk to a doctor about that. I'd also want to know from the mom if you've introduced solids at this point yet, because usually around the 6-month mark, that's when we want to start, introducing a little bit of that into their diet. And, sleep issues. Obviously, I start to think, well, is the child hungry maybe through the night? These are issues, but this is obviously something that you'd need to sit and talk with a pediatrician and find out some of the reasons.
You know what I love about this generation of moms is that they are so understanding of each other. Oh, yeah. There used to be that whole thing, well, my child sleeps through the night. I don't know what you're doing wrong. And then we all felt bad, and we don't do that anymore, which is so good.
We're very, very open. And, even, with mommy groups, and, obviously I have one, but just even, through email, there's so many more ways to communicate with each other and share all our experiences and stuff with one another. It's so important. So
when you want to be a mompreneur, how does one get started?
Yes. Well, for me, I found that when I started doing that, I write a column called Mom at Home, and from that, I started hearing from moms who wanted to be at home with their children, want to find a financially viable way to do it. And so having a home-based business, that's obviously, a great way to do it. And moms, when they're on maternity, this is when they're the most open to having that sort of moment.
Yeah, and I think it's also the moment where a lot of people find out how productive they can be. Yeah. Whereas you didn't realize you could cram so many things into a day before, right?
Yeah, and seeing a niche in the market that you can fill. You were talking, finding something that you're good at and recognizing that something needs to be filled there, and you have that bright idea what to do with it. And so for me, I've been putting on workshops and seminars, events for moms for the last 2 years, and that's led up to Enterprising Moms Network.
Okay, so you talk about networking with other moms, though there are some do's and don'ts with that.
Yes,
right?
Yes. If you're going to have a home-based business, want to take it seriously, get up some really professional-looking business cards, professional website. One of the sponsors for Enterprising Moms Network is West Coast Web. They offer website design services, and essentially taking it seriously. So that's very much a do, is really taking your business seriously. When you're at a networking group, go and introduce yourself. Don't wait for people to come to you. Be that person that goes out and introduces yourself right from the get-go, and really taking it seriously.
Do you need to work it all the time, though, if you are a stay-at-home mom with a business? Like, do you need to always, like, even at the playground, wherever you go, do you need to be handing out business cards?
No, like, no, and that's very important to me. Yeah, no, shutting it off and learning to shut it off. As an entrepreneur with a home-based business, you want to be able to shut it down just like you would anything else you have out in the workforce. If you're out there working, when you come home at 5 o'clock, that's your day's done, right? Right. And the same sort of thing when you have a home business. You don't want to always be on.
Right, but if you're selling products, if your products are geared towards kids and moms, and you go to the playground, you want to tell them about
If you see, I can appreciate what you're saying. If you do see that there's a potential customer there, yes. But certainly not to be obsessed about it, because if you're wanting to be at home with your children and have this around your children, you don't want to, have that be your main focus.
What kind of areas do you think are the most popular in terms of stay-at-home moms starting up their own businesses? What kind of products, or what is it?
Products and services. Moms today, we're talking a lot of are leaving the workforce to be at home with their children. These are women who have a university education. These are women who have been in the workforce for quite some time. The average age of having children is 30, so we've had a lot of experience already in the business world. So these are moms who really like I said, come home and they see that they want to be there for their children, but, you know,
wanted to be able to do both at the same time.
Want to be able to keep a foot in the workforce.
Yeah, can some of them even sort of take what they used to do and work that into what they...
Yeah, absolutely.
And employers are getting better at accepting that?
Well...
because, you know, I would say probably not.
My experience has been no.
Yeah.
You know, and this is why more moms are, you know, you'd think they get smarter to this, because more moms are leaving the workforce.
There's a huge workforce.
We've got that 1-year mat leave. We're open to these wonderful ideas, and we're recognizing, you know what, we are a smart businesswomen. We can do this on our, like you said, using what we know already.
Yeah, I know.
Putting it into practice for ourselves.
More businesses need to get on that bandwagon.
Yes.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, so we're having a launch party for Enterprising Network on Thursday in South Surrey at Aston Pacific.
Okay.
Very, very excited about that. And it's going to just be all about supporting moms in business.
Excellent. Now, for more information on what Kelley was talking about, you can check out our website, citytv.com/BT Vancouver. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you, Simi.
9:26, you're watching Breakfast Television. Yeah, I know.